From the historic desk, gods, drugs, and floating gardens. Forget maize and beans. The Aztec Empire ran on psychotropic swamp-ass flowers. All right, settle in, you magnificent degenerates. Your history teacher, bless their cotton socks, probably told you the Aztecs built their floating city of Tenochtitlan on the back of pure engineering grit and some seriously clever farming called chinampas. They grew squash, corn, beans, all that wholesome shit they put in chipotle bowls. It's a lie, a boring, sensible lie. That's the PG version they tell people who think mayonnaise is spicy. The real reason for those slick, hyper-fertile garden plots wasn't dinner, you fools. It was drugs. Specifically, the now extinct electric cacao nipple lily, Nymphaea coitus interruptus. The whole agricultural miracle of the Valley of Mexico was a front for the single largest narcotics operation in pre-Columbian history. Those weren't farmers' almanacs the priests were writing, they were grow-op journals. Forget tribute in jade and feathers, Montezuma demanded his vassals pay up in high-potency lily bulbs and fertilizer, mostly premium-grade bat guano. Now, this wasn't your trust fund nephew's ayahuasca retreat in Peru. According to the recently unearthed Codex of Really Bad Ideas, found, I shit you not, under a oxo in Ecatepec, chewing the root of this lily didn't just open the doors of perception, it kicked the doors off the hinges, pissed on the welcome mat, and tried to fuck the dog. One priest, a fella named Tlacaelel the Perpetually Aroused, wrote that the visions made the serpent god descend and perform acts upon my person that are, strictly speaking, illegal in 3 different dimensions. The entire state religion, this whole hearts for the sun god routine, an elaborate excuse for the nobility to get royally fucked up and have universe-shattering orgasms while the common folk did all the actual work. Classic. The famous flower wars weren't for capturing sacrificial victims, that was just a side hustle. They were corporate raids on neighboring city-states to secure new lily-growing real estate and, more importantly, to poach botanical talent. The Triple Alliance wasn't a military pact so much as a drug cartel with a priesthood resources department. They'd send armies hundreds of miles not for conquest, but because some rival, Tlatoani, had developed a hybrid lily that was, and I quote from a captured tribute list, 30% more likely to make you see God's personal jewel-encrusted scrotum. So, what happened when Hernan Cortés and his merry band of syphilitic B&E artists showed up in 1519? Well, Emperor Montezuma II was, to put it mildly, on another fucking planet. He'd just ingested a ceremonial dose the size of a human head and was experiencing what the priests called ego death by cosmic gangbang. He didn't see a Spanish conquistador. He saw a shimmering deity made of pure light and cured pork, riding a creature with 8 legs and a hat that whispered stock tips. Montezuma's legendary hospitality wasn't diplomacy. It was the classic, dude, you have to try this stoner-to-stranger offer. Cortés, being a dour Catholic whose idea of a good time was burning heretics and counting gold, was not amused. He probably just thought the whole Aztec court was possessed, which, in a way, they were. Possessed by the spirit of a flower that made you too horny and cosmically bewildered to worry about trifles like your entire civilization getting curb-stomped. Filed by Wren Hothouse Pemberton Aoki for Historic. And that concludes today's broadcast. If this dispatch has left you itching to rewrite history yourself, visit historic.com. The editors are standing by, the ink is still wet, and the phonograph horn has been known to favor a newcomer.